Oliver, thanks for talking to CGTantra. If you could just take us through the journey of you reaching and being a colorist.
One of the most important aspects is that I've actually always been a lover of cinema. So since I'm a kid, I just love cinema. Went to school in France. I get my basic degree, which is a baccalaureate in France. Then I did 2 years of medical studies, 1 year of science in university, and 1 year of business school. For nothing. I've got no degree. Because basically I failed in all of that. The reason I failed is that I was not really working hard enough. I then moved on to, I had the opportunity to do, to be a trainee in unit on a set. So I've been driving cars and driving, just basic work, and that just convinced me that I wanted to do something in the cinema. The most easy way to start was to go into a film laboratory, which I did in '87. And I discovered in the lab grading. I love machines. And at that time, I'm in a lab, these big printing machines, smoke coming out of processing machine, and the basement. I just loved that. And I was just completely amazed that all this machinery could be applied to changing color on a piece of film. Trying to give an audience an emotion. I found that it was just magic. So I wanted to do that job. The other thing is that I was sort of half speaking English, should say even quarter speaking English. And I in a way knew that if I was doing that job I could travel, because it's a very specialized job. And apparently it worked, because in '99 I moved to Australia, where I've been working now for 10 years. I've been a conventional film colorist until the last 5 years, when digital knocked at everybody's door, including ours. And I just, the normal pattern, I hope, for certain people, which is, okay, grading is grading. I've been grading the conventional way, so now I should be able to grade the digital way, which I did.
Okay. If you could tell us about your experience in working for Breaking the Waves at Eclair Labs.
Breaking the Waves was, you could say that it was the first DI I ever did. Okay. The reason why I got onto that job is because I was speaking English.
Okay.
I was the only one at the time at the lab, and a lot of communication was required with the cinematographer, was Robin Muller. The reason was that he didn't know what to do, but that was part of the big plan. Nobody knew what to do, and they decided that it would be left for the end. So he wanted to manipulate the images such a way that it was impossible to do the conventional way. So we decided to transfer all the negative through a telecine onto tape.
Okay.
And these tapes has been recorded through they were called not CRT recorders, but I can't remember which one. But the
Artist recorders?
No. They were the old ones. Some were recording on film negative stock, 50 SA, and were taking sort of, you could only put 400-foot mags, and that was taking 2 days to record. So we've been able to, we graded the film through a telecine, and then recorded everything to film. An extremely slow process. Extremely slow. Basically what he was doing, he was telling me the story. He had no experience of telecine, neither did I, but I was working with another colorist, and basically I was telling the guy what to do. But he was telling me the story of the film as we were going, which means that when we were out at the end, I discovered the end at the same time.
Oh,
which means that emotionally it was very interesting because I reacted just like
An audience.
somebody watching the film. When we finished the first half of it, because we sort of knew it would be selected for Cannes, and time was running out, and I just thought that if the director doesn't like that, we're in big trouble. So one day I took 4 reels, went to Copenhagen, into a studio in the middle of a forest full of snow, sat into a small screening room and had the director who came in, said hello to me, I introduced myself, said, yeah, I know who you are. Did you like what you did? I said, yeah, okay, I'll tell you if I like it too. So we went through the first half of the film, and then he stood up, came to me, shook my hand and said, okay, we understand each other, see you later. And he went. So that was fantastic, basically, because the guy was just telling you, up you go,
Exactly.
keep going that way. And when the film has been finished, I went to show him the final answer print back in Copenhagen. I thought that it would be a sort of a private screening, 2,000 people in one theater.
2,000.
Biggest theater of Copenhagen, and nobody saw the film before. And here I am with my print, and I was just so scared. And I saw him, he took notes on post-its throughout the film, and then we had lunch. He put the post-it on the table, and we did one by one. And he actually said to me, if you don't feel like taking notes, don't take notes. And I said, no, actually I don't, because if I agree with you, I don't need your notes. He said, yeah, of course you're right. So only left with, I think, 3 or 4 post-its. And I just, at that time, regretted the film the conventional way, just to give the final touch-ups. So it was a fantastic experience, basically, in very short.
Definitely, the way you've said everything, it seems like
it is that was the first time that I was having somebody telling me, trust yourself, do like you feel, and that was the first time, not the last one, but that didn't happen that often.